Boys, we are back at locals for the first time in over a year. We're pulling it back up again, playing Branded Despia. I kind of know what the cards do, I kind of don't. Hopefully it does well for me. We haven't been to locals in over a year, pretty much since Kyle and I did the epilogue of Sealed Only Sparring. He's sitting over here, which I can't pan to because this tripod is giving me hell.
So, we back here at Cool Stuff in Hollywood.
There's Kyle. We're just gonna do our best. This is for fun. I bought the Branded Despia card. I haven't had the chance to play him yet, so we're really just hoping for the best. Let's get it going, boys.
All right, Yugioh players, listen up. I have 28 of you tonight, which is going to be 5 rounds. Cut the top 8. That's it for announcements. You guys have 45 minutes. You may begin.
Wow.
Is that going?
Yeah.
7.
Sending this to
What is it, 30?
It's fine. I can recover from this.
I don't know.
I gotta read him. Man, look how shiny he is.
Yes, once per opponent's turn for the point. They can be destroyed by battle. They can be destroyed by battle.
He's a white king.
Black cat?
And this is...
Oh, this is 300.
Activating.
Where's my friend? You can't get. That's what I'm like. Look at this. Not necessarily.
Forcing my hand here. Activate super power. Then on resolution, I'll banish this card. Yeah.
You can't guard for a card.
We're putting.
Yeah, but I got a dart and then
No, I don't. That is better.
This guy's crazy.
Link 1, Striker, just black metal effect.
Don't cheat, bro.
We're both learning.
Gonna add Branded Fusion on that.
Okay.
Activate Branded Fusion. Billion. So pay cost. Chain link 1 diffuse. Chain link 2 to search.
You can only control one.
So you're I'll activate the effect.
So targets. Fusion gets swap the cards against.
Drag this to Billion. And I'm going to normal summon a Looter and activate the effect. Search. So I'm searching Branded and Red.
What is she doing?
2.
They're a wing beast spirit.
Yeah, its effect is fine.
Okay, return. Okay, the new chain.
Yeah, that's fine.
Target is 2 target.
What does that guy do?
When he goes to the grave, target a special summon monster your opponent controls and send it to the graveyard.
I'm gonna go to the battle phase.
Okay.
And I'll swing over this guy for 200. Branded and Red.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Normal effect.
I will chain. Just
I'll go down here too.
Okay.
And I will banish Espion Tragedy to set Branded Retribution to my field.
Okay.
He said 30.
Are you activating the effect?
Okay, then yeah, I'm going to do chain link.
So,
I'm going to chain link 3.
Oh, smart. Okay.
Place a counter.
So no effect for me, but then I still get to do that. so I thought it could be any banish card. I think, but I don't know. It's weird. Normal summon Tracer. I'm gonna activate Tracer.
I'm gonna chain. When a spell, trap, or monster effect is activated that includes an effect that special summons a monster, return to the extra deck one face-up fusion monster you control or 2 fusion monsters in your graveyard that mention fallen Valdez as material. If you do that, negate the activation. Bounce this and negate and destroy.
Brandon's okay. It just feels like it doesn't activate that card also.
Yeah, that's cool. Nice. Good cards.
Like even when I played, I'll activate effect. I can target advantage player, dark monster, and special summon it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to game 2. You got it. Oh man, I play that bad.
I feel like I play very bad as well.
Let's stand by me. Start with normal blue burst to search. Pick up Grand Refuge. Activate Grand Refuge. That's cool. Make all the effect all the refuse. So you banish that. What comes out? Effect resolves diffuse step. I'll banish. Blue version. Alright, so we got a pretty rough line of plays here on my part. I pitched Despian Tragedy for cost and then use its effect to search, which is illegal. It has to be by a monster effect. And then after I make the Mirror Jade, I go ahead and dump Garura from the extra deck to pay cost for the effect. It's also illegal. The monster needs to have Fallen of Albaz listed as material. But hey, we're still learning the cards. You live and you learn. Manage this. Special Maximus.
Did you already have the bird?
Yeah. I drew one, I added one.
Then I'm going to set 2 cards.
Battle fade. Dumbass attack.
Proceed to the end phase.
Sure, go ahead.
Chain link.
That is that whole ass. Attack for game, boy. Shut up, don't judge me.
I'm going to special.
I'm gonna miss you, my boy.
That boy gotta go. Sure, go. Yeah, it's fine. Chain some stuff. Chain link 1.
Let's just go to game 3.
Okay. Which is going to make the
I had a good hand, but just to keep it.
Good thing you drew that.
Oh, man. I was lost. I'm mistaken.
Yeah.
Good luck.
What is going?
Throwing it at me like that. Yeah. No. Really? No way. That's crazy. Alright, we'll go stand by me.
There was probably something I could do, but I just smooth ran it.
You're safe.
You fumbled 2 things.
I
was lost.
I'm gonna add the Maximus.
I thought I saw a little bit.
Oh my lord, the side decking. I'm gonna banish this. To put it in attack.
I know, he's a smart businessman.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him in attack.
All of them are needed growth? Decatron.
Let's see how he's supposed to be. To the graveyard.
Okay.
Then I will proceed to the battle phase.
Okay, sure.
What?
Nothing.
Hit for 15. And then I will set 2. Set 1. What? I had nothing I could do.
Okay.
Then in the end phase, these guys trigger. Set branded in red. Special summon Blazing Confusion.
Yugioh?
To search, right?
Yeah.
That's fine.
I drew.
I should have changed.
Okay, change.
No, that's fine.
You sure?
Yep, that's fine.
Giving you the option.
That's cool.
Okay, we're gonna play 3 games. Druid Worm, Banish. I don't know which one's better. Let's go with the Synchro board.
That was the better one.
Yeah. Then we'll do.
Oh wait, I can change that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll change Brandon. So he's still in hand. I'll target this guy. We are back with another cheater report. It turns out that you can't actually use Branded in Red to return an extra deck monster back to the extra deck and then fuse. The card has to physically go back to your hand. So we're not going to make that mistake again. Again, you live and you learn. Let's get it going. Finish this.
Effective Sparring. Banish.
Oh wait, his effect on summon. Sorry, I've done something.
That's him.
Okay, good game. It was super cool to get paired against Kyle in round 1. I did win, even though I think he gave it to me. But hey, it's just good to be back. So, round 2, let's go. Alright, so that first hand in that game was completely unplayable. I don't think I had a single playable card. Alright, I'll go first. Let's just go. Game 2. It's that bad.
You just want to concede.
Was probably the worst hand of all time, but hey, we tried. That guy seemed like he's really good. I mean, what are you going to do? Expect a table 2. Just hoping for better in the next round, hoping I can at least gimmick Puppet Lock once. But I did pull an ulti Brand Fusion in the pack, so that is sick, and stay tuned for the next duel. Branded Fusion. Does that resolve?
Yeah.
I'll give you the gimmick Puppet. I'll take the pistol. Alright, so we were able to pull off Branded Fusion as our opening card in game 1 and climb all the way up, get Quem on board, get Cartesia, got Mirror Jade, Albion the Sanctifier Dragon coming out, and summoning the Gimmick Puppet on their turn, so we pulled off the Gimmick Puppet lock, and we were able to take game 1 pretty convincingly with that on our side. So going into game 2, my opponent chooses to go first. They are on Dark World, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that in the last game. They open with Allure of Darkness, and oh boy, if this doesn't make me relate compared to my last game 1 against the other opponent. So they slap this Allure of Darkness down, they don't have any darks in hand to banish, and they discard their entire hand, and they just scoop on the spot. Give me the win in match 3, which feels good, but I also, like I said, feel for them. They were super cool though, happy to take the win in this round. Alright, so we're feeling pretty good coming off of round 3 with a win, hopeful to keep it going into round 4. Our opponent is actually on In for Noble Knight, and I don't really know what that does in 2023. I know that back in the day, like when the deck first came out, it was trying to hand loop the opponent using a equip spell that is now banned, Smoke Grenade of the Thief, I believe. Regardless, we go draw phase to get a Luber out with the Branded opening, and that doesn't get drolled or anything because you can't, and then we go Branded Fusion in the main phase and basically get to do our full combo, getting all the big boys on the field, setting up the Gimmick Puppet Lock for the next turn, a bunch of resources. I'm feeling really good about this, and then we pass to our opponent. Before you leave the main phase. Ooh, I knew I was in trouble when they attempted to enter the battle phase. On their turn, evenly matched is definitely coming down. I don't think that I'm in that much trouble because I got so much going on for me. I mean, they got the Gimmick Puppet Lock. They're not going to be able to special summon regardless. And I have Duality set, so I know that I can get Dragoon out for the negate of evenly matched, but I don't currently have a card in hand, so I'm kind of just playing around to try to figure out how to get a card in hand. Eventually I do, after they ask me if they can go into battle after I complete every single action, and they scoop up game 1, giving me the win. Good luck, dude. Alright, so now we're going into game 2, and our opponent is going to go first. We're going to see what their deck has to offer. I did see one of my side deck cards in the form of a Kaiju in my hand, so I was feeling a little bit confident that I was going to be able to deal with any of their bigger monsters. However, they do use Aqua Dolphin along with one of their higher attack monsters to rip the Kaiju out of my hand, pretty much setting themselves up for success with Appaloosa on the field as well as a spell negate. So I really can't do much, even though I try to play through, and they take game 2 pretty convincingly. Game 3 pretty much goes down to the wire. I mean, time is approaching quickly. I don't open that great and can't do that much, and they are able to combo off pretty much completely, do a little bit of damage before the end of the game, and I'm not really able to come back from that. So they take this one. Felt like I got pretty close though, so it felt alright. Oh man.
Yeah, is this the... Alright, this is the thing.
I'll probably go first. Unless we were doing a low roll and he forgot to tell me. Alright, good luck.
Good luck, my friend.
Alright, for the last match of the night, we are paired against our friend who is playing Plunder Patrol. Don't really know what that duck does too well, however, I do know that winning a dice roll feels good, and we're going first on this one. What doesn't feel so good as a branded player is seeing Ash Blossom after you activate the branded fusion. I actually think I got off pretty lucky all night not seeing that too often, but although we do have a Cartesia set up, we pretty much get stopped right there. Thankfully, they are not able to kill us on their turn, so we get a few turns of back and forth where I'm eventually able to gather enough resources to outgrind them and take the win. They also have the adventure package in their deck, so that's something to be aware of for the next game. That just felt pretty good to be able to outgrind someone and win with branded, even though Ash stopped our first play. I didn't think that would be a possibility, so game 2, let's go. In game 2, our opponent is going to choose to go first, and we don't really have that much we can do against them on this game, to be honest with you. Like, our resources weren't really there, we didn't draw super well, and they were able to put up a pretty good board and out ours. I mean, we tried to do some things with Nadir Servant on our first turn. We made Alba Lenatus, we went for Gimmick Puppet, but it just wasn't enough. They played the resources better on this game. Looking back, I'm not really sure what I could have done better, but, you know, this one's definitely a learning experience. Just kind of be aware of decks and what they can do and how they can come back from seemingly unwinnable games. So, lesson learned there, going into game 3 with not a lot of time left on the clock. Alright boys, we're going into the last game of the night with a 2-2 record, currently tied in this last match. Game 3 is what's going to make the difference between potentially going into top cut with the 3-2 record or not. We go first in the last game, build actually a pretty solid board and pass to our opponent. There is really not that much time on the clock left, so they're just playing through their turn. Time runs out on the clock, and they aren't able to do any damage to us either. So we're going to end the night with a 2-2-1 record, perfectly balanced Thanos-style record, and you know what? Pretty happy overall with how I performed tonight. How'd it go, bud?
It didn't. It went terrible. I lost every single game.
Sick. Are you gonna come back?
Yeah, I'll come back. I gotta figure out what these cards do. I just got them in the mail yesterday, so it is what it is. Haven't touched the game in, what was it, over a year? So, hey, we're here.
So first time back in over a year, I went 2-2-1, more than I could have asked for. Branded Despia is a pretty solid deck. I did use the gimmick clock at least once, which felt good. Just gonna practice and read more, try to be a little bit more serious about actually practicing this time. Reading my cards, maybe write down notes, watch more combo videos. But yeah, feels good to be back. That was fun. Everybody's here is cool. Cool stuff in Hollywood. Let's get going. Hey. Hi. Hi. Hi.